And Elliott Sadler in the garage right now. It appears he's just pulling into a stall. Had kind of an adventurous run there, Jeff. Slapped the wall a little bit off turn 2.
Yeah, turn 2 is difficult. The exit to turn 2 tightens up. You get to the wall really quickly. You see he's in the throttle hard, trying to carry that speed. He just barely touches it. Not much, but behind him, that's big impact.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, the car behind him, you can see hard impact in the wall. That's a lot of damage. The 90.
Mario Gosselin.
Yeah, a lot of damage. And he got out of the groove where, way sooner. Elliott just went up there and kind of touched the wall, no big deal. But Gosselin, when he got too high way too soon and got in all the debris, and then he was along for the ride at that point.
See who manages turn 1 the best. Kyle Busch, Erik Jones, green flag in the air. We're racing in New England. A great start by Kyle Busch. Jumps out in front. 19 of Daniel Suarez working to the outside of Erik Jones, trying to take that second position away. Side by side through 3 and 4.
See Erik on the very bottom of the racetrack. It's less banking on the bottom of the racetrack than it is actually a groove up. So on most racetracks, especially short tracks, you want the bottom, but here the second groove up is a little bit.
I think there's a caution on the racetrack, right?
Sure enough, around on the backstretch is the 24, I believe. Yep, sure enough, Corey LaJoie facing the wrong direction. He was running 10 at the time.
And Corey's having a really good run. A team that's a smaller team. We don't normally see run up in the top 10, and disappointing finish here. You see Corey, he's just looks like to me just gets out of the groove, but you heard him say it sounded like something broke, so I don't know if he was out of the groove because something did break. Close.
Wow.
Justin Marks, it's about as close as they can get. See how loose he is right there. That's why he's out of the groove. And
the right rear tire is flat as he drives away. I don't know if it went flat after contact with the wall or before. The 88 and the 3 is going to try to take advantage.
And the 88 gave the 3 a lot of room. He got it.
Oh, and around goes the 3. The 88 of Alex Bowman got into the right rear quarter panel.
All right, stay out here. Let's look at it.
3 goes into the wall, nose first.
I'm not sure if the 3 thought he was clear and came all the way up and the 88 was still there, or if the 88 came across the bumper of the 3.
That's a big impact, a lot of damage.
We got water pressure.
We're going to take another look.
Yeah, Bowman. Yeah, Bowman in the corner gave the 3 a lot of room, more room than I thought he should have given him. Hard to tell from this angle. We see the 88, he's off the throttle right there.
That was down the backstretch after they had come out of the turn.
Into turn 1. 88 gave him a lot of room. 88's really loose. That gave Ty a chance to get a run.
Outside corner.
From that angle,
hang on door.
From that angle, it looked like the 88 was all the way against the outside retaining wall. We have to see if we get a better angle looking down the backstretch to try to understand how much room the 88 had, but he was still outside the 3, not by much, but by a little.
I think the best vantage point is going to be what we saw live. It was from up above, and we're going to take a look. But listen into the radio of the 88.
Gonna be mad. I was so tight, it drove me all the way to the wall. I had a bunch of wheel in it, and when it hooked, it went left. Like I didn't turn left, I just drove me all the way to the fence. I didn't have any room.
As he comes to the wall, here's a great head-on shot. The 88's heading to the wall. He has the ability to run that lane, but now you see why the 3 is disappointed. The 88 does come back off from the wall. The 3 thought he left the 88 a lane to his outside. He did, but you heard Alex Bowman. He didn't mean to turn left. The car was tight, which means it wants to go straight. He puts extra wheel in it, trying to get it to turn. And you said he was out of the gas, Jeff, in that one replay. Maybe he breathed the throttle. The front tires gained some grip. The car took a hard left-hand turn. So without a doubt, not saying he meant to on purpose, but that accident is the fault of the 88. Another great view. You see the 88 cut off the wall, turn left, and catch the right rear corner of the 3.
With 27 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. And a great restart this time for Erik Jones.
It's not what Kyle Busch wanted to see. Now the car with 4 fresh tires is right on his rear bumper.
They were 3 wide behind him, fighting for that 3rd spot. And around goes the 6. Darrell Jr. spins as they go through 1 and 2. Contact made behind him. Car sliding to try to avoid. Not able to do it. So involved, you see the 4 of Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain just outside of the top 12 in the chase, trying to get enough points so he can get into the top 12.
Aggressive driving. See Darrell Wallace Jr. just past start-finish line. Everybody's going for position. That's what you have to do. You have to be aggressive. 3 wide in front of them. Darrell makes a move to make it 3 wide. Not enough room for all 3 cars in that small spot. Everybody's trying to protect and hold their positions. Late in the race, positions matter.
Ryan Preece also caught up in that, the 0-1. Ryan Preece right along with Erik Sadler.
You see how crazy this gets and how quick it gets. The quick decision Elliott Sadler has to make here to miss this accident.
Inside, 3 wide, you're in the middle. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Just spin in front of you. He's down low, he's down low, he's down low, he's coming up. Clear low, clear low, clear low. How bad you get it?
Hear him say bad. Right front, looks like of the 1. So a little bit of contact. It's Darrell Wallace Jr. the most. Ryan Preece also involved, as well as Ross Chastain. Laps winding down in Loudon.
Well, it set really well. While he wasn't next to the 18 getting to the corner, he's giving himself a chance.
Oh, won a lot of damage to Ryan Preece.
All right, clear bottom. Caution zone.
And the caution's going to come out again.
And I don't think Erik Jones wanted that
involved
caution.
in the last incident that took place with Darrell Wallace Jr. and had most of that damage. And you see this was coming to turn number 1, and a lot of sparks on the right side of that car as he's trying to turn left but just can't do it. One more time around. Kyle Busch, a dominant performance today and a dominant career in the Xfinity Series. He is the winningest driver ever in the history of the Xfinity Series by a long margin over second. And he continues to add to his numbers today. Kyle Busch coming out of turn number 4. The next flag he'll see is the checkered flag. Kyle Busch is going to win in New England.
Good job, guys. What are you doing? An awesome day, boys. Nice work.
The gap between first and second is 33 races. Drivers will race their career just to win 33 races. And that's the gap between 1 and 2 between Kyle Busch and Mark Martin.
You step back in time a little bit and you think about Mark Martin, how everyone talks about it, thinks about Mark Martin dominating this series, being the car to beat and the driver to beat, and he has that many more wins than Mark Martin. That's unbelievable.
An impressive show for the fans. The burnout right at the start-finish line. Tradition for Kyle Busch will be to grab the checkered flag. He will do a bow to the fans.
A little NOS hat, going to get out and celebrate at New Hampshire, something he's accustomed to doing. And the team douses him with water. Let's ask him about this final restart and knock your NOS bottle off there. I'll ask you what your crew chief Chris Gale asked you. Were you worried on that first restart when it looked like the 20 might get you?
A little bit. I was, you know. He got a good restart, got to my inside and stayed there a little bit, and then the next one he kind of stayed alongside of me a little bit too, but he ran me clean and gave me room and didn't door slam me or nothing in order to try to get the win. I mean, our cars were pretty equal, I felt like, and that it was just a matter of track position, you know, and I thought the 4 tires would pay off for him, but it really didn't. That's just Loudon. I mean, that's just what this place is. So can't say enough about Chris Gale and everyone on this NOS Energy Drink Camry. They did a great job for me, and Chris made some good calls today, some really good calls, and you know, we had a stout car and we had a stout engine, JGR engines, and Toyota TRD. Appreciate their support, of course, and you know, Xfinity Series. This is fun to come out here and run here, race here, win here, and of course the fans as well too. You know, we appreciate those that were here and those on TV. And last week I missed my DVX folks, so I appreciate this being a day race and having my sunglasses on today. But you know, it's fun to get out here, get some experience, learned a couple things today, and hopefully I can take that tomorrow.
82 career wins now, and I don't know if you know it, but in the middle of the race, you went over 17,000 laps led in your Xfinity Series career. Did you ever dream numbers like this were possible when you started in the Xfinity Series?
I guess they're big numbers. I mean, I really don't know what...
They're all records.
Well, yeah, I really don't know what big numbers are. I mean, records are made to be broken. So, you know, there may be somebody like me that comes on down the years and down the road that that does the same thing that I've been fortunate enough to be able to do. That I'm with good team here at Joe Gibbs Racing, and you know, I got great partners with NOS Energy Drink, of course, and the people that have been behind me all these years and running in this series. And you know, it's something cool for me to do, fun for me to do, and also helps me out. It gives me a little bit more experience.
Just some amazing numbers for Kyle Busch. His 5th win in the last 8 New Hampshire races. He's back in victory lane here at New Hampshire. Dave?
35. Field now in the hands of Jimmy Johnson as they come out of turn number 4. He's alongside Kyle Busch. Crowds on their feet. We're racing in New England. Side by side for the lead. Kyle Busch on the inside, hanging on. Yesterday in the Xfinity race, we saw the outside line work the best on starts and restarts. Will Jimmy Johnson be able to hang on? They stay door to door, 3 wide. Jimmy Johnson out front now.
Laps to get back. He hasn't got back where he was yet. His caution comes out.
Hooker as the 34 goes around. That's Chris Buescher. Doesn't look like any damage, but it does bring out the caution for the second time. Now, crew chiefs will have to decide.
Go around it.
Take a look at
yeah, he's coming off turn 2. And
why the caution came out. In front of him, the 30 looked to be smoking.
Yeah, 30 may have gotten in the wall leaving turn 2.
The 30 of Josh Wise looked to be smoking right in front of Chris Buescher. Could have maybe either gotten a wall or put some fluid down.
Easy to do.
And they can't pass before they get to the finish line, and they're going to because he's slow. Green flag back in the air. 33 laps to go. Drivers knew he was going to cause a little bit of an issue there as the smoke now coming out from behind the 24 of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott was right behind the 78 as the battle for the lead starts.
Rather than behind him. So,
into the wall goes Alex Bowman. He was running in the top 8. Looks like left rear tire's down, Mike.
And that was it. It had left rear damage, a tire rub, and it had been going for some time. You may have seen some tire smoke just before that. The team was scrambling. They were ready to come down pit road just before he slammed the wall.
Also, the 24 of Chase Elliott. We saw a little smoke coming out from Chase Elliott. May have been some contact on that restart. A lot of damage to the left front.
See the 88. Left rear tire smoking right here, coming off from turn 4 down the front stretch. The 24 is to his inside. You go down into turn 1. The 88 has a flat tire.
Yep, you can already see it
up
there.
Against the wall, and when he has a flat tire, out of screen goes the 24, who I think also had a flat left front tire.
And got into the wall as well hard.
Yeah, they're back up here. You can see the 24 on the outside. You say hi, hold the brake here. Just hold the brake, hold the brake. You roll now. Let it roll, stay up high.
You see the in-car, the 24 also has a flat tire.
In front of you, back it down.
what a big change of events, especially for the 24. You think about, we keep talking about this chase. This is the 3rd race in a row that these guys are going to end up with a bad finish. They had this huge lead. They were, they were high up in the chase grid, but those points are coming off quickly.
The wicked fast restart zone. Great restart for Matt Kenseth, not so good for Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch able to get on the back bumper of Matt Kenseth up to 2nd. See a little bit of smoke. Guys rubbing as they go through 1 and 2, and now 2 and 3 wide into turn 3. The 41 of Kurt Busch has smoke coming out from underneath its wheel wells. Left rear tire rubbing for Kurt Busch as they go 3 wide into turn 1. Out in front, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch. Tony Stewart has made his way up to 3rd. Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, the top 5. Here comes Casey Kane in the 5 as the caution comes out.
Yeah, the left rear on the 41. We saw the smoke. It's finally gone flat. He's going to try to make it to pit road here.
Here we go, the 2 and the 41. Exit in the corner. 22 comes up the racetrack, squeezes. 41 was way down on, he wasn't near the wall. The 2 was expecting to be up by the wall. Contact, and ultimately that leads to the tire rub. Tire being cut. 41 in the wall.
And that's racing. The 41 was turning left to try to get underneath the 1 car. The 2 didn't expect him to be there. They make contact, and then you see right here coming off from turn 2 down the backstretch, the left rear goes flat. Actually, conveniently for the 41 of Kurt Busch, it happened on the back straightaway, and then you see right here in the left front of the 2 also flat.
And locked up.
Last 18 laps.
Go back into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. 17 laps to go. Kenseth with a great start, as did Kevin Harvick. Harvick trying to take second away from Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch really spun the tires in the restart zone, didn't get going, and again we see smoke out of cars exiting turn 2.
A lot of tire smoke. Oh, and around goes the 42 of Kyle Larson. Contact was made. Caution once again. Kyle Larson around, and he was helped around. There was contact made.
Whoever was underneath you there, that's what turned you up into the wall.
Yeah, you see the 19 and the 31 make contact, which turns the 19 into the right rear of Casey Kane. He goes up the racetrack and catches the 42. These restarts are so crazy, Jeff. We're having a hard time going down the backstretch. It's a straightaway.
A straightaway, and guys going the wrong way, like Kyle Larson. Happens quick. 31 and 19, contact made, then into the 5 into the 42, and the 42 sits in the grass.
You see the 31. It all starts when the 31 catches the left rear of the 19 of Carl Edwards. He catches the left rear of Carl Edwards. It spins him to the left. He catches Casey Kane. Casey Kane goes up the racetrack. Who comes through clean? The 31 of Ryan Newman.
And by the way, before that pass around him, he was all the way back in 21st.
One more lap to go. He's led his 37th lap. Matt Kenseth with a 2-second lead over Tony Stewart. Kenseth won here last year in the fall, one of the chase races, and now wants to go back-to-back in Loudon. Matt Kenseth on cruise control as he comes out of turn number 4. Kenseth will win again.
Nice
Great
job,
battle.
my man. Nice job. That was beautiful.
Between Logano and Harvick. And a 5th place finish for Greg Biffle. Dale Earnhardt Jr. not here because of concussion-like symptoms. Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. entered the Sprint Cup Series the same year. Ran for Rookie of the Year, side by side together. Battle. They have battle on the racetrack week in and week out. Matt Kenseth won that Rookie of the Year battle way back in 2000. And now Matt Kenseth celebrating another win in his career, this time at New Hampshire.
Victory lane filling with confetti for this man, Matt Kenseth from Cambridge, Wisconsin, is a winner once again in the Sprint Cup Series. And Matt, after a day that started back in the pack, how pleased are you to be in victory lane?
You're always pleased to be in victory lane, but farther down the road you get, the better they feel for sure. So thanks to everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, I've said it a million times, but Laura's really blessed me with the opportunity to be over here. Great people I get to work with, great sponsors, Dollar General, DeWalt. Of course, can't do it without Toyota, TRD, Gatorade, Interstate Batteries, Wiley, X, and Cessna. Just great team over there. Jason made great adjustments today. I didn't do a very good job qualifying, and after run 1 today, it was pretty much money all day. We just had to get there, so it was a fun day.
And then got blocked on pit road, and then had to have adjustments in order to be able to make passes, right? Whoa, you're tackled.
Yeah.
You're down.
Yeah, that was my bad. I slid a little deep in the stall. I knew Clint was coming in there late, and that was my fault. So luckily we had a good car. We can make up for it.
Congratulations on your second win. It looks like the family is pretty pleased as well, Mike.